Good morning, and welcome to World in 15, your trusted source for comprehensive coverage of today's most pressing events, delivered with accuracy, integrity, and insight.
It was a marathon day at the French Open for World No. 1 Novak Djokovic. The 24-time major champion battled through a grueling 5-set match against Italian Lorenzo Musetti, winning 7-5, 6-7, 6-8, 2-6, 6-3, 6-0 in the third round. The match concluded at a record-breaking 3:08 a.m. local time in Paris, surpassing the previous latest finish at Roland Garros by almost 2 hours. We shall be reporting on this.
Despite trailing 2-1, the 37-year-old Serbian rallied back to defeat the 22-year-old Musetti in a match that lasted 4 hours and 29 minutes on court Felipe Chitrier. Djokovic celebrated his hard-fought victory by raising his arms in the air, acknowledging the spectators who stayed until the early hours, including his wife, Jelena. During an on-court interview, Djokovic expressed gratitude to the fans for their support, especially during the pivotal fourth set. He credited his resilience and determination for pulling through a challenging match. "It was tough. I had to dig deep, show my will to push, and refuse to give up," Djokovic said. "At one point, I wasn't feeling comfortable on the court at all." Musetti played exceptionally well, making very few unforced errors. "The crowd's support was crucial, especially at the beginning of the fourth set. I needed that energy, and I'm thankful for the boost they provided. I'm thrilled to finish with an amazing fifth set," he added. The match start time was delayed by about 2 hours due to rain, but officially began just after 10:30 p.m. local time. Djokovic refrained from commenting extensively on the scheduling, focusing instead on the outstanding performances from both players. Djokovic's victory marked his 369th Grand Slam win, tying Roger Federer's all-time record. He will face Argentinian Francisco Cerundolo in the fourth round on Monday. Back to you, John.
Thanks for that update.
Simone Biles clinched her 9th all-around national title at the U.S. Gymnastics Championships on Sunday, extending her record and showcasing her form ahead of the upcoming Olympics in Paris. We have Anthony reporting on this.
With a combined score of 119.750, Biles dominated the competition, finishing 5,900 points ahead of second-place finisher Sky Blakely, while Kayla DeCello secured third place. Suni Lee and Jordan Chales rounded out the top 5. Despite a minor slip on the vault during the second day of competition, Biles delivered top performances across all 4 events: balance beam floor exercise, uneven bars, and vault. Reflecting on her performance, Biles expressed satisfaction with her progress and confidence heading into the Olympic trials. She emphasized the importance of gaining comfort and confidence in her gymnastics, especially in front of a crowd. The national championships serve as the final preparatory event for U.S. gymnasts before the Olympic trials in late June. The women's team for the Paris 2024 Olympics will be selected after the trials, with the winner of the all-around competition securing an automatic spot. Biles aims to build on her legacy and overcome the challenges she faced at the Tokyo Olympics, including experiencing the twisties, a mental block affecting gymnasts' body awareness. Despite the setbacks, Biles appears to be enjoying her return to the sport, emphasizing the importance of having fun and managing anxiety. After taking a 2-year hiatus to prioritize her mental health, Biles made a triumphant comeback last year, setting records at the World Championships and becoming the most decorated gymnast in history. Her remarkable performances at the national championships, including leading the field in every apparatus after the first day, underscore her dominance and reaffirm her status as the most decorated American gymnast. Back to you, Bella.
Thanks for that update.
World No. 1 Nelly Korda failed to make the cut at the U.S. Women's Open on Friday, while it also marked the final appearance for Lexi Thompson in the competition as she too missed out on advancing to the weekend. We have Jensen reporting on this.
Despite entering the tournament as the favorite to secure her second major of 2024 and 7th win of the year, Korda's hopes were dashed with an opening round of 10/80 followed by a par score of 70 in the second round. This left her 2 shots adrift of the 8-over cut at Lancaster Country Club in Pennsylvania. Although Korda showed signs of improvement with birdies on the 6th, 7th, and 8th holes during the second round, A bogey on the par 4 ninth ultimately thwarted her chances. She concluded the day with another bogey on the par 4 18th. Reflecting on her performance, Korda remarked to reporters, "I knew it was going to be a tough day. Try to give it my all. You know that's what I try to do with every round. I had nothing to lose, and that was my mentality. Just kind of go for it." Prior to the tournament, Thompson had announced her intention to retire from professional golf at the end of the season. Despite her emotional farewell, Thompson expressed gratitude for the support she received throughout her career and the opportunity to compete in her 18th consecutive U.S. Women's Open. While only 4 players managed to finish the first 2 rounds under par, Thailand's Wichani Michai led the field by 2 shots at 4 under par. Andrea Lee was her closest pursuer, with Minji Lee and Yuka Saso tied for 3rd place at 1 under par. Back to you, John.
Thanks for that update.
Cristiano Ronaldo found himself in tears on the pitch after Al Nassr lost the Saudi Kings Cup final to rival Al Hilal in a penalty shootout. We have Alana reporting on this.
The heartbreaking loss, with the penalty shootout ending 5-4 in favor of Al Hilal, meant that Al Nassr ended the season without a trophy, while Al Hilal clinched victory in 3 competitions: the Roshan Saudi League, the Saudi Super Cup, and the Saudi Kings Cup. Ronaldo, who has yet to win a major trophy in Saudi Arabia after a season and a half there, lay on the pitch at full time, where he was consoled by 3 staff members, and then sat in the dugout, still visibly upset. Despite leading for much of the game after Alexander Mitrovic's early header, and gaining an additional advantage when Al Nassr goalkeeper David Ospina was red-carded in the 56th minute, Al Hilal found themselves down to 10 men when Ali Al-Balayi was also red-carded in the 87th minute. Al Nassr then equalized a minute later through Ayman Yahya, forcing the game into extra time. Despite playing most of extra time with another man down after Kalidou Koulibaly was sent off for accumulating 2 yellow cards, Al Hilal refused to concede another goal, leading to the final ending in a dramatic penalty shootout. During the shootout, Ronaldo successfully converted his penalty, but could only watch as Moroccan goalkeeper Yassine Bounou saved Al Nassr's last 2 penalties, securing victory for his team. This defeat came after Ronaldo became the all-time top scorer in a single Saudi Pro League season earlier in the week with 35 goals. Back to you, Bella.
Thanks for that update.
Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese face off in first WNBA game as Indiana Fever hold on to beat Chicago Sky in Commissioner's Cup. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese carried their collegiate rivalry into the WNBA, with Clark emerging victorious as the Indiana Fever defeated the Chicago Sky 71-70 in a tightly contested game. We have Jordan reporting on this.
Despite Clark scoring 11 points, slightly below her average, Indiana managed to defend its slim lead and secure its first home win of the season. Clark's all-around performance, including 8 rebounds and 6 assists, contributed to the victory. Notably, she joined Sabrina Ionescu as the only WNBA players with at least 150 points, 50 rebounds, and 50 assists in their first 10 career games. The win was a team effort, with all of Indiana's starters scoring in double digits. The game marked the latest chapter in the rivalry between Clark and Reese, following their NCAA matchups. Reese, who taunted Clark after LSU's victory over UA in the 2023 NCAA championship game, faced defeat against Clark and UA in the 2024 NCAA tournament. The matchup also featured the WNBA debut of Camila Cardoso, who scored 11 points for the Sky. Cardoso, named the 2024 NCAA Women's Tournament Most Outstanding Player, was instrumental in leading the University of South Carolina to the national championship. The game drew a sellout crowd of 17,274 fans at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, indicating the heightened anticipation surrounding the matchup. The Fever's increased attendance in the current season has already surpassed their total home attendance for the entire 2023 season. Back to you, John.
Thanks for that update.
Mike Tyson's highly anticipated match against YouTuber-turned-boxer Jake Paul has been postponed due to Tyson suffering an ulcer flare-up earlier this week, as announced by Tyson's publicist and Netflix. We have Ava reporting on this.
Tyson expressed gratitude to his fans for their support and understanding, explaining that his doctor advised him to ease his training for a few weeks to recover from the ulcer flare-up. Despite the setback, Tyson assured fans that he would soon return to his full training schedule and deliver an unforgettable performance later this year, confidently predicting a knockout victory over Jake Paul. According to Tyson's representative, the boxing legend experienced the ulcer flare-up during a flight from Miami to Los Angeles, feeling nauseous and dizzy just before landing. Tyson's rep also expressed appreciation for the medical staff who assisted him during the incident. Jake Paul, known for his social media fame before entering boxing, agreed to the postponement to ensure both fighters have equal training time for the anticipated match. He emphasized his readiness to face Tyson at his best, promising a sensational finish and claiming victory when they eventually step into the ring together. Originally scheduled for July 20 at the AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, the fight will now be rescheduled, with a new date to be announced on June 7. This bout would have marked Tyson's return to professional boxing since 2005, following his exhibition match against Roy Jones Jr. in November 2020. Despite being almost 58 years old, Tyson has showcased his dedication to preparation by abstaining from sex and marijuana. His impressive physique displayed in recent TV appearances reflects his determination to prove himself against the much younger Jake Paul. Back to you, Bella.
Thanks for that update.
The Buffalo Bills made headlines by signing Olympic gold medal-winning wrestler Gable Steveson to a contract, the team announced. We have Patrick reporting on this.
Steveson, who clinched gold in the 125 kilograms weight class at the Tokyo Olympics, will be listed as a defensive tackle for the Bills. Expressing his excitement about the transition to football, Steveson stated, "I have been fortunate to compete at the highest level of competition in my sport, but I'm looking forward to the challenge of seeing how my wrestling skills may translate to football." He expressed gratitude to coach Sean McDermott, GM Brandon Beane, and the Bills organization for the opportunity. At just 24 years old, Steveson made history at the Olympics as the youngest freestyle wrestler to win gold in the super heavyweight division. His victory came in a thrilling match against three-time world champion Geno Petriashvili of Georgia, sealed with a dramatic two-point move in the final seconds. Steveson's journey to the NFL comes after a stint with World Wrestling Entertainment following the Tokyo Games, which ended earlier this month. Prior to his Olympic success, he had a stellar NCAA career at the University of Minnesota, where he secured 2 national championships and earned 3 All-American honors. Known for his celebratory running flips after victories, Steveson brings athleticism and flair to the football field. As an undrafted free agent, Steveson will wear number 61 for the Buffalo Bills. His transition to the NFL follows a trend of high-profile athletes exploring opportunities in American football, with Welsh rugby star Lewis Rees-Zammit recently signing a deal with the Kansas City Chiefs in March. Back to you, John.
Thanks for that update.
During a Scottish Cup quarter-final earlier this year, Hibernian FC player Martin Boyle suffered a concussion after landing awkwardly on his head while diving for the ball. As medics attended to him on the pitch, chants of "Die ye Fenian bastard" from some fans of the opposing team Rangers FC reverberated throughout the stadium in Edinburgh. The term Fenian is derogatory and reflects historical divisions between Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland, resonating with the Catholic-Protestant divide in Scottish society. We have Ava reporting on this.
Hibernian SC issued a statement condemning the chanting, noting the rise in unacceptable conduct among supporters in Scotland, including sectarianism. While Police Scotland reported no specific incidents related to Boyle, a man was arrested in connection with comments made towards Rangers fans/staff. Scottish charities like Nil by Mouth campaign against religious bigotry, recognizing sectarianism as deeply ingrained in Scottish football culture. The rivalry between Celtic SC and Rangers SC exemplifies this, with chants historically featuring anti-Catholic sentiments or support for paramilitary groups. The tragic death of Celtic fan Mark Scott in 1995 underscores the violence fueled by sectarian tensions. Despite Scotland's growing secularism, these tribal loyalties persist, perpetuating an atmosphere of intimidation and hostility in football stadiums. Both Celtic and Rangers have diverse fan bases, reflecting geographical and social class diversity across Scotland. However, sectarian chants and symbols continue to mar the sport, highlighting the ongoing challenge of eradicating religious bigotry from Scottish football culture. Back to you, Emma.
Thanks for that update.
Thanks for tuning in to World in 15 for your daily dose of news and updates. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on breaking stories and insightful analysis.